Hey y'all, Irix guy here. Now I'm fighting the daylight, but I wanted to rush out and get this video for you. This is first of many. Don't worry, I'm going to have a ton of DJI Osmo videos. So check the link within this video's description. You can find where to order the Osmo. You can find my various field test videos. Again, this is my first time in the field, so it's probably not going to be perfect. All that I did before heading to the field is ensure that I had the most current DJI Go app, that I activated the Osmo. That's something you had to do through the DJI Go app. And obviously I charged my battery. My battery's not even completely charged because I was in a hurry to get out here. So there's a few things you need to know. This is going to pair by way of Wi-Fi. Unlike your Phantom 3 that has a physical iOS cable, this pairs by way of Wi-Fi. So you're gonna need to make sure you have that password. Check the link within this video's description and you can find the default password, at least the default password that I had for my Osmo. Now, out of good practice, I'm going to put the lanyard on my wrist, and we're going to go. This thing is right out of the case. So for transport mode, a lot of this stuff locks. So what we're going to need to do first is we're going to need to unlock a few things. There's this piece right here. You can see it's locked. We're going to unlock it. This piece here, and it's all marked. It rotates this way to unlock, so that's unlocked. And then this piece here rotates this way. Unlock, and you'll feel it when it goes unlocked. Something to take note of, although this has a lock and unlock, I probably would not have designed this like they did because this piece right here, you actually don't lock and unlock. This ring around here, if you do, it's not going to work. We're going to power on our Osmo, so we're going to slide this down, and we're going to see things right here, going to kind of green up. This does tilt your little device mount on the side. You can put it however feels best for you. Once we've got this powered on within my iPod Touch, and check the link within this video's description for the one that I use. Also use the same iPod Touch model with my Phantom 3 Professional. Works great. I really like the size, and well, as you can see here, it works great with the Osmo too. Osmo also, I should say. So I'm paired with the Osmo by way of Wi-Fi. I'm going to launch my DJI Go app. And then once I'm in my DJI Go app, and that's one of the advantages of filming in a somewhat almost sunset situation, because you'll be able to see this. See, look at this. I can tilt up, it goes up. I can tilt down, it goes down. I can pan left, I can pan right. Don't think it'll go up at angles. I think it's either up. Okay, so that's obviously down. That's down right there, and then that's up, and then we can go left, as you can see there, left or right. But can we go at an angle? No, it doesn't seem that it will, at least with this firmware. But what's cool about this, see, look at that. When I manipulate my wrist like that, look at how level that stays. And that's the advantage of a gimbal. You know, just like your Phantom 3 that's flying, what I like to consider the Osmo to be, and again, the video results will make it or break it, but what I like to consider the Osmo to be is a Phantom 3 without propellers, meaning that you hold it in your hand, you stick it on a suction cup mount, you stick it on a monopod, you just hold it like this, like I am, without being mounted to anything. So without further ado, what I'm going to do is kind of walk around this field, and I'll switch to the Osmo camera so you can see what it sees while I'm filming. And you'll be able to see my various speed at which I walk or run, because that'll give you an idea of the stability. Obviously, if you put this on the optional monopod, it's probably even going to be more stable. But check the link within this video's description. You can find the Osmo, got various bundles. Also the Osmo accessories, the iPod Touch that I'm using, and a lot more. Lens filters. These lens filters, it just has the factory one on there now, which I think is a UV filter. You can get neutral density filters for it, really good stuff. So let's hit record, and let's see what this puppy can do. I am filming in 4K 30 frames per second. It does have a battery life indicator. I've got 50% remaining, 53% remaining rather. That'll be another thing I'm going to do in a future video, is test the battery life. But let's put this through its paces, watch me film while this films, and tell me what you think. I'm going to kind of walk slowly. This camera does have audio, by the way, so if you're hearing me talk right now, this is through the Osmo's mic. And look at that, I just panned up with my finger. Now I'm going to kind of sweep right while I'm walking right and then go up a little bit. I'm sure the speed's probably adjustable, at which you can use your thumb to go up and down. That's something I'll tweak because it's kind of rapid right now, as you can see. And I want to make it more slow and cinematic. But just to give you an idea of what this thing can do, I mean, this is 4K 30 frames per second. And see, now I'm just walking without manipulating the angle of the little thumbstick or whatever you call it. So this should give you a good idea of what this thing can do. Now I just panned up a little bit, pan down. Yeah, we're gonna have to adjust that pan speed. But yeah, for capturing video where it seems like you're, I mean, it's just see how steady this is. And I am walking with a little bit of heavy footsteps on purpose because I want to see what kind of noticeable shake, if any, that it'll pick up. And again, I mean, that's one of the advantages to a drone, is that it's in the air, so it doesn't have feet below it making stuff shake. But now let's do a little bit of a run test here. And you've noticed throughout this, I've switched between the Osmo camera and this camera. I'm still filming with the Osmo now, but let's run, get a little bit of speed and see how it holds up from a stability perspective. I know it's not much of a jog, but I don't want to break my Osmo. It seems to look pretty stable from what I'm seeing here. And here's a good test right here. I'm going to kind of pan sideways to look at this pipe, this little sign that says pipeline or whatever. Look at that, up and down, left and right. Just a really cool experience here. Oh, and will it go a complete 360? Let's see. So I'm standing behind it. See, there I am. Yeah, to go in 360 degrees. So if you're wondering about that, the answer is yes. But it looks like now I got to go back the other way. That's interesting. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna play with the speed of the gimbal thumb knob, or whatever you want to call it, because that's something I can already tell you it needs to be slower. See, because I'd like to walk up to this tree. Now, if I push it slowly, it is somewhat slow, but it's still very snappy. I don't want it to be that snappy. Look at those storm clouds. Got some, it is hurricane season, so there's some tropical stuff coming through. But yeah, just a good, the quality of this thing, from what I'm seeing on the screen, looks great. So it's going to be interesting to see how it performs just at a slow walk, and then also how it performs when I was slowly jogging. As it's hard to gauge the performance of anything until, number one, you've had a lot of time in the field with it, which I haven't yet. I just literally rushed out because I wanted to see the quality. So I'm going to stop recording now. I just stopped record. That was a 4-minute and 54-second clip. And see, now you can see, you know, it's that familiar interface that you're used to if you've got the Phantom 3 also. It's that familiar, it's the same app. So just look at that, very nice, very convenient to film with. And it's just, I mean, just look at this thing. It's just very, very, from a technological perspective, it's very cool. So we're gonna, you know, you tell me what you think, because I haven't seen it at the time of obsessing over this video. I haven't seen the video, I've only filmed the video. So tell me what you think about the finished product. I mean, I can tell you from an ergonomics perspective, I'm super impressed, and I can't wait. If this video looks as good as I think it's going to look, I can't wait to get the monopod extension, the suction mount, and a lot of other mounts to really put this through its paces in a variety of different filming scenarios. So yeah, this is it. And what I also want to show as part of this video, this being my first field test of the Osmo, and again, there's a lot more coming, so check the link within this video's description. You'll be able to find those videos. But to power it off, I just do this right here, power off. And then to break down, I can get my, my iPod Touch, like this right here. This just pops out. See, that pops out. And then these little arm pieces, they just kind of fold in like that. See? They fold in, and then they twist. And then I can put my iPod Touch in my pocket or wherever. It did include, and that's something a lot of people were kind of questioning the price point of the Osmo, and I agree it is expensive, but you've got to take into consideration that if you were looking at, say, a GoPro camera, and I don't think the fisheye in this is going to be pronounced like it is in a GoPro, which is a good thing, because again, this is a Sony Exmor camera. But when you look at the price of everything, and this includes a lens cap too, but when you look at the price of a GoPro and then a third-party gimbal, and then you just look at and I know I've done a lot of GoPro videos on a gimbal that look pretty good, but when you compare that to this, and this is all mated together. I mean, this is all DJI, and again, I said the camera is a Sony Exmor camera, 4K camera on top of this sucker. So we've turned it off, we've taken off our iPod Touch. What we want to do now is lock it for travel. And again, we didn't touch this ring because this isn't made to, I've got to research, again, first field test, got to research to see what that's for. But this is not something that I used before I started filming. But I do lock this. See this piece right here? I lock that, and then when I twist, it's locked. And you can see it's locked because it's got the little lock visible right there. The next thing I lock, and if you do this in the wrong order, it may not allow you to fold it up like it should be. So I think the first thing I lock is this piece right here, this arm. So I actually gently grab the arm, and when I pull it up, it locks because I pulled it this way towards the lock position. And then I twist this gently towards the lock position. It actually made a little snap. But see, now you can see everything is ready for transport. So the next step, and that's what was so nice about this, my kit, and you can check, there's a variety of different kits, but the kit that I got, and you can of course find it within this video's description, it included this really nice case, and this case has, you can see it's custom molded for your Osmo. So what we do now is put this in the case. This piece right here is going to act as a thing to keep it still while it's in transport. So we put this in the case. This piece, the little smartphone mount piece, folds up and then goes up. So it's going to fit in there like that. Then you've got your, well, I kind of put that together quickly. This little piece right here, this is Velcro, so that goes down like that, then that goes on that. That just better keeps it in there. See how that's in there now? And then I can put my little lanyard that I've got attached. You can optionally attach a lanyard. I like to do so to better prevent me from dropping it. So you just put that in there, you fold this up, you zip, and you've got this right here. And as you saw, if you haven't seen my unboxing video, check it out. Check the link within this video's description. But there's also an optional shoulder strap that comes with it, that if you wanted to wear this over your shoulder. But for me, this being a semi-hard case, and I don't think it's waterproof, but it's semi-water resistant, I think. This is just great for me to be able to throw in my backpack or my travel bag along with other gear and have peace of mind knowing that my Osmo, and obviously the camera attached to it, that it's better protected. And that's something I didn't have when I was using my GoPro with my third-party GoPro gimbal solution. I didn't have the peace of mind when I traveled. Excuse me. When I traveled, because that GoPro, the third-party gimbal I used, was just so fragile, and it worked, but it was fragile. And by having this an all-in-one kit, just a better field to studio experience. So tell me what you think. Be sure to subscribe, youtube.com/irixguy. And again, check the link within this video's description because I'm posting everything there. You can find the various Osmo bundles, including the one that I use, the accessories, my field test videos, still photos, how-to information. I'm going to post it all there. So this is just my first field test. So laugh at it all you want to, but this is how it was for me the first time in the field. So thanks for watching, and y'all have a good day.